We are now in the final third of the show. 4 teams remaining here, and let's get to the Aggies of New Mexico State. Third year in the conference coming up this year, and we're going to welcome in second-year head coach Tony Sanchez, along with quarterback Logan Fife and linebacker Tyler Martinez. How you guys doing?
It's good. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it is. It is that time of the year. Busy summer, but it always is.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's again with that second portal window, just the amount of work you end up doing,
right,
to kind of get everyone on campus by June 1st, get them rolling. I mean, very few guys report anymore for camp. I mean, our entire team's been there since June, but doing the work to get them there was quite a bit. But it's fun, and we're excited to get going.
Yeah, that's the one thing, Coach. Right, you have guys a lot longer now, than what it used to be. I think. All right. I always remember it was just you were off, you weren't there. Now the guys at least are there, they're working out. You get a chance to kind of keep them in the right system.
We do. I mean, you get through the school year, and we give the guys 20 days off, and that's in early May.
Okay.
But then by the time you get done with early May, I mean, they're there the rest of the summer, and they're rocking and rolling.
Let's go back. I remember, calling your games way back when you were at Bishop Gorman, and playing awesome there in Vegas, and the work that you've done now here at New Mexico State. What's this like for you and your journey, coaching football, the experiences you've had, and being here at this place?
Well, I tell you what, being back here at New Mexico State is an absolute blessing. I mean, this is the place that I played college football at, career at. It's special. Not everyone gets a chance to coach where you played. So you obviously have a lot of passion for it. I mean, the first night we were here, I hooked up with 2 of my ex-teammates and went to dinner. So, it's kind of cool, So I'm excited about it. But, but the biggest thing is that, the task at hand, the job is, getting this place back to winning, I was here, I've been here the last 4 years as an assistant the first 2 and saw what we were capable of, and then, saw how we kind of got, whacked by the portal a little bit. But now it's our job to get going. And I think we've done a great job of replenishing, some talent with guys like Logan and keeping guys like Tyler. And, we're excited about this season. It's going to be a good year.
What do people need to understand? I mean, I know everybody has challenges, right? They go through a lot of things, but you guys, personally, what has to happen, to be where you want this program to be? And because it obviously means a lot to you, what I mean, for me and an alma mater. So, what are some of the things that you're working on that we can expect,
Well, a couple of things. I'm so excited that, this season, early in the season, we're moving into a brand new facility, So, I mean, we've been using the same locker room since I played. So it's old, So walking into a brand new facility, brand new training rooms, meeting rooms, I'm happy for these guys. I'm happy for these players and the future players. We needed it. Something fierce. And then just engaging your community to say, hey, you got to help us out. You need help with NIL. You need help. I mean, that's really where the rub is nowadays. So we got a great home atmosphere. We got a great crowd. I mean, that part's awesome. Adding the new facilities. The talent we have. We need to come out of the gates and win some ball games, get this team going. And if we do that, I think people are going to to buy into the whole aspect of it. It's been hard selling the importance of this NIL to our community. And I think a lot of coaches go through that. But we've done a good job with the resources we've had.
No, that's good. I was out there last year doing a game at your place, and it's a great setting too. As well. And you're right. And we hear this all the time, and it really just bothers me when I hear it's like, well, you got to win, then they show up. It's like, that's so easy, right? It's like, duh, you win and everybody's there. It's like, no, we need you to come and then help us win. You know, we need your support now. If you rally around this team like you care about them, let's be there to help you get to that point. It always bothered me to hear, of course you can show up when teams are winning. You know what I mean? But it's like,
well, if you've been at our place too, you've seen it. The one thing I do appreciate is people show up.
They do. Yeah.
We have great crowds. Our student section's there. That's there's sometimes you go around, you play at other places and it's a little sparse and stuff. I always feel like we've got great crowds out there, so you got to keep them for the full 4 quarters, right?
Yes, exactly right. Yeah, keep them there. Now let's talk a little bit about key returners, right? Coming back, offense, defense. Special teams. We'll pop up some notes here. What about from what you think and the guys that you're excited to have in this year?
Yeah, so you talk about key returners. Tyler Martinez, the guy who's been around for a long, long time. He's had a great career with us. You guys like TJ Pride, who was a freshman last year, just kind of popped on the scene and did some really good things, having him coming on back. A young man named Donovan Fappel, who, he had some medical issues last year, missed most of the season, but we expected him to have a great year last year. Excited about him coming on back. BJ Tola, one of our offensive linemen. I think this is the year where he really kind of hits that next stride. Sony Apeo, our middle linebacker. Again, he'll be a 3-year starter, so excited about that. Cole Shanowski, I mean, he's a guy that was with us last year, started the first couple games, broke his ankle, missed the season. He's had a tremendous offseason. So, I mean, there's a handful of guys that are coming back. Hobbs at corner, he's a from Sam Houston. He got here late last year. It took him a while to get in shape. He's had the offseason that we've needed him to have, and we're excited about that. So there's some really good players coming.
All right. Well, speaking of offseason here, Logan, right? You just got engaged.
Yes, sir.
Lauren.
That's right.
And you guys are expecting a baby.
Yep, here in the middle of August, right in the heat of fall camp.
All right.
Yeah, we're extremely excited and very blessed.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Do we know what it is yet? Boy,
Baby girl.
A baby girl.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, just tell us about your feeling right now with everything. I mean, you have a family. You got a family.
Yeah. I mean, not overwhelmed yet, but just excited for the opportunity that's to come in the next 6 months. Whether football and family, both have always been the most important things in my life. And I have an extremely good support staff with both of our families and even the coaching staff. They've helped along this whole off season. They've supported me through and through, off the field and on the field. And I'm just extremely excited for this opportunity with this university.
Yeah, that's great. And 6th year coming up now, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
It came and went quick. That's for sure. Yes,
yeah, it certainly does. That's awesome. And Tyler, what about for you? How about this year coming up? And that's your 4th year coming up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
4th year.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to play. It's my last go around, so I'm gonna give it everything I got and make sure I leave everything out on the field. I think we have a really good team coming up this year. We reloaded some positions, and I think we have a superior confidence to us that is going to help us carry us through some football games.
Yeah, family-wise, your sister was a captain at Notre Dame for soccer, right?
Yeah, she was. She plays in Charlotte now. She played for the Orlando Pride, and she's super good. Role model for me growing up.
Yeah, what's the relationship like with her?
It's competitive. Yeah, we don't like to lose. We don't like to lose to each other, especially. So we're super competitive with you.
You see that a lot, when I look through the bios of players when we get ready for games, like the family, right? Coaches like, sister played here, brother did this, dad former this, but that, how much does that, fuel you guys as, athletes that want to succeed as well because you've had your family members do it or your uncle or this or that? Like, how does that all work out?
Yeah, I feel like it's like a little bit of a pressure added onto you. You know, like growing up, we always, fought over things and like competed to any of the smallest things, but like when you see her do something good, obviously you're proud for her, but like you want to do it better,
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, good. So coming up this year on the field, give us a little bit of a lowdown on the guys around you. Some of the skill guys. Who can we keep an eye on? Who are you going to try to get the ball to? What's it going to be like?
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about them all day. I'm surrounded by a lot of good talent, a lot of speed. Just to talk about our 2 running backs, Dejon Stanley and Kadarius Callaway. Those guys, run the ball. They're explosive players, and they can catch the ball out of the backfield. So that keeps me excited, being able to throw to a back that can go get you those extra yards, go get you a first down. But man, the receiver room, I could go through the whole list. We're filled with a lot of speed. TJ Pride, obviously, Donovan. We got a couple new guys. I mean, even AJ Williams, PJ Johnson. There's just, the list goes on. And these guys can stretch a field. They're smart football players. They know how to get in and out of routes. They understand how to get open in zone coverage. They know when to win in man. And then even our tight end, I think really any of our tight ends could start day one. There's a lot of, we brought in Gavin. Gavin's going to be an explosive player at the tight end position. It's going to help me in just some matchup opportunities. So I just think no matter who you want to worry about on the field as far as the other defenses, we could just go the other way. We have plenty of talent, and it just makes my job easier.
Yeah, Coach, what about the breakdown of, the things you're trying to do? How's your staff? How's the playbook, the language? Are guys getting it? In today's world of it's harder,
Well, it is, and we brought a new offensive coordinator, David Yost, coming on in. So the nice thing is these guys came in together, so it's kind of like, the install was, brand new for our team, but also, not having him have to relearn our offense. Obviously, it's different from Montana and stuff, but David's been around for a long time. He's an old vet. He's a great teacher. You can just see it in the way he communicates with the guys. He's got a good, even-keeled personality, but he's stern, in the right way. And, in me, when I wanted to hire an offensive coordinator, one of the biggest things, I wanted to hire a true quarterback guy, too. A guy that's developed quarterbacks. He's had 2 first-round draft picks. When I was at UNLV, he was at Utah State, and I watched what he did with Jordan Love and that entire offense, and the way they were able to run the ball and throw the ball in that offense. And so he's multifaceted, and again, when you have all that experience and you've been around for a long time. He's added a lot of leadership, and he's been great for our entire program. So we're excited about having Coach Yost and that new kind of footprint on offense with us.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? And then the guys will look up to that because they know what he's done in the past. You do see that play. Oh, okay, he coached him. So it's like he knows what he's talking about. So it's all good. Summer's a little different these days. I like to learn more about you guys. Football, and I know, Coach, you and I were talking before we came on. You had a chance to go up to New York this year, but it was a little hot. You had a little.
I'm telling you, we wanted to go cool down in New York, and we had 3 or 4 days for 100 degrees. So
you're walking around a bit, right? Yeah.
You just say, buddy, I tell you what, man, great food, great culture. You know what I'm saying? Got to see that new Alicia Keys Broadway show.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was fun. It was good. I put on a couple pounds. It was good.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know everybody always talks about when you're in New York. Every restaurant's great. You got to go to this place. I mean, everybody. You got to go here, you got to go here. It's like you can't possibly, but yeah, that's cool. What's the weather then in your area? Give me a year-round synopsis of the weather.
Yeah, so like right now we're probably about 94, 95. Good thing for us is that, again, it's dry. There's no humidity out there, so it's going to be warm. But the good thing is we're a morning practice team. So like last year, we went through the entire camp and never once practiced at 90 degrees. So we hit the field around 9 o'clock here. High 70s, low 80s, and then the tip of our day is about 2 o'clock. So it gets warm. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, right.
But we're in meeting rooms when it's hot.
No, that's right. You're familiar with it, right? Because you've been there at UNLV and then in Vegas. But I love how they always joke around. It's like, oh, it's a dry heat. It's like it's still 103 degrees, whatever the heck it is. I don't care what it's hot, wet, dry. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm trying
hot.
to recruit right now. It's not that hot. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah. I want to take a look at the schedule here real quick coming up. New Mexico State, and this is the way it looks. We've highlighted a couple games, of course, and your thoughts on what you see here. Break down a couple of these and how this sets up.
Well, I really like it coming out of the gate. You got Bryan at home, to get going, and then you have Tulsa right there after that. So it's important that we come out and play early, and then you go to La Tech, and then you have a bye week before you go play your rival in New Mexico, right? Which is. Then you come back, quick turnaround. Nice thing for that Sam Houston game, we're a quick bus drive home. We're not getting on a plane and traveling. So we'll get home for that Thursday game, and then we have another bye. Kind of a bye. It's like 10, 11 days before you go play Liberty. So that they're kind of the standard of the conference. So having that little extra time to go play them, and you kind of see where you're at, and then again later in the year, having UTEP on the schedule, exciting about that, and then ending at home. And the good thing about the UTEP and Middle Tennessee game, being in El Paso and home, you have the ability to bring recruits in at the end of the year. Even if you're playing an away game, you could probably still bring recruits in.
Yeah.
Because you're 45 minutes down the road. We'll see them after the game that night. So that's big for recruiting.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it sets up pretty good the way we just talked about, the way you talked about it, and at least being at home for the first two, too, as well. We've shown everybody's schedule so far. I don't think I've seen that.
I know.
Some of them are like 4 of 6 on the road, first 4 or 5, you never know. But, Logan, outside of football, now you have a family coming, so it's like, what else do you want to do when football is done, whatever that is, your goals and aspirations, things that you admire to do and be?
Yeah, I mean, football and sports have always been the biggest part of my life. My family and sports, like I said. So I think I could see myself veering away from sports too much. I'd like to stay in coaching in one way or another. Yep. I don't know if that's college football anymore, but I'm still open to it. But maybe some type of sales and still coaching high school football. I'd like to get back to California. All my family's back in California. So being away from them for 2 years, starting a family, getting back around our support system, and continuing to stay around kind of the game that I love, football, and whether that's training or coaching. I'd like to stay something around sports.
Yeah, copy that. Tyler.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't think I could ever leave football, just completely be done with that. I think I need to be coaching some level, high school, college, maybe even NFL. But I always want to be around football, and then I want to do medical sales as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And Coach, must be, for you too, proud to see the guys that you have taught over the years from the high school level to the college level and where they are at now and staying in touch with you and the careers and the growth that they've had outside of football. That's why you do this.
That's the best part, when you guys call you up, they're having their first kid, or getting married, they got the big job, or even if they're having a tough time, it's nice to have those relationships, and that at the end of the day, we all got to win. There's things we got to get done, and it's a crazy culture nowadays, but you really hope that the byproduct of all this is producing great young men. They're going to go out, give back to their communities, and have successful lives.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, well, I look forward to seeing you guys this year, and hope it's a great season for you. Congratulations, all the best with you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.